Hello everyone, this is Duskin Mods here with the longer of the videos. This is the PlayStation versus the Xbox PC TARDIS. Now I have gotten rid of the light because apparently the reflections on that light counted as an external asset. Also, what I never realized was back in 2020 I needed a glowing texture. So the glowing texture has been around for so long that I just assumed it was a in-game asset. No, it was an external asset, and here's the photograph to prove it. Where you just I couldn't use it, so all the lights have to be turned off. Now, although all the lights are off, this still does look like a pretty badass TARDIS. It's got the vent wall, like the Hellbent one. It's got the round things. That's all that matters. It's got the standard doors in weird places to make the TARDIS look like it's bigger than it actually is. And I have moved the workshop so that it sits further back and it's not like in the way. It doesn't look all jank. So you don't have to see it unless you purposely go in to see it. But the workshop still does work. It still takes a second to turn on, but yeah, the workshop still works. You can't scrap these shelves because reasons. I have to link everything to the shelf, and linking it creates external scripts, like the object script part. But as far as everything else goes, I have extended the TARDIS a little bit further. I've added these cool little doorways like this where you can walk right on through and access the bedroom area. I will be adding a swimming pool at some point to the PlayStation TARDIS, so you guys get to have that bit. But as far as everything goes, there's not exactly a whole lot to the PlayStation TARDIS. You can't do a whole lot with internal assets making a TARDIS, because when you add scripts to like the other TARDIS mod, it just has way more, way extra. But as a result, it has like pack files that are like 100 and something megabytes, or I can't remember exactly what it was. I'll post it here, how much total space it uses, and this number here is how big the file is. What I've been told is that it takes up a whole hell of a lot of space. In fact, my mod takes up more space than Fallout Who. The reason for that being is I had a lot of stuff planned, like monsters, enemies, all that other stuff, but some of this stuff tends to crash the game. One of my friends who lives in England has been playing the Fallout Who, and he says that, yeah, the sonic screwdriver from Fallout Who crashes the game in certain instances, which is exactly why I didn't release mine with all the scripts that it came with. The scripts are still there. You just can't access them because they crashed the game. They crashed the game a lot more than Fallout Who, but you're supposed to be able to send the TARDIS away with the sonic screwdriver, summon it, use it as a laser weapon, but the laser part doesn't line up correctly. There's another YouTube video for that. I'll post a link in the description for that video with the sonic screwdriver shooting if I posted it. I don't think I posted it. If I did, it's going to be in the description. But like I said, as far as everything goes, there isn't a whole lot to the PlayStation TARDIS. You just can't add a whole lot to it. Some of this furniture, like the benches and stuff, I actually placed down with the workshop. The painting I put down with the workshop. I think this I put down with the workshop, but these come with it. Oh, you know what? This respawns, so I'm going to have to change that as well. But these do not respawn. This is the TARDIS storage. You can put your stuff in here and it will not disappear. As far as that container, I'm not sure. Now we're moving on to the next TARDIS. This is the TARDIS that everyone knows me for. This is the classic TARDIS, the Duskin Mods variant. It actually looks like a blue police box because that is an external asset, and Xbox and PC both allow external assets. So unfortunately, if you're on PlayStation, you're not going to get the blue box because you picked the wrong system. Sony just doesn't allow external assets for security reasons. But yeah, this is the Xbox version. It's got Yes Man, maps and stuff. It's got the custom console with custom sounds and stuff. It even has...
Terminal should open this.
Oh, you know what? This is not the bedroom. This is the out of bounds lock. Yeah, even this requires its own custom script. Even the bedroom has custom assets like this painting of actually me. This is actually me wearing the mask. So this is the mask that I was wearing in that painting. It's actually changed a bit since that painting was made, but yeah, this thing was 3D printed by me. It did not take long to do. Oh, there's my Dalek making fun. You guys can have Doctor Who comics. There's 2 that have been removed from the game. I gotta figure out somewhere to put them. Magazine 1 of 5. There are 5 of these Doctor Who magazines. But yeah, you guys can have things like a very old book. This is from Skyrim. I thought it'd be funny to put in there. The Lusty Argonian Maid. I actually just copied and pasted the story into this book. So the whole story is actually there for the Lusty Argonian Maid. I just thought it'd be funny. It seems like if somebody had a time machine, they would go back then and go get books and stuff. Very old book. This would be like basically the same book as that. Just like this one actually has the time that it took, where I actually, like I said, I actually wrote everything in there. Now, believe it or not, this is not an external asset. In fact, I forgot. We're gonna go back here in a second. Or what I'll do is I'll just cut there right now. Alright, so now that we're back in the workshop room, I actually forgot about this. The Duskin's notebook right here, if you read it, this TARDIS predates my other one by some time. I can't use any of the parts here except for the cloaking device and the flight unit. As a result, this one will revert back to the plain exterior, which explains why it looks the way it does, because it basically kind of looks like it, and will be unable to fly. What a shame. Now, the reason I put this in here is because this will be available on Xbox and PC as well, and explains why there's 2 TARDISes next to each other. This one was taken apart to repair the Duskin Mods one, but I left a notebook in there. But as you can see, this is inside the game, but it's not. You can swap models by copying and pasting the model name, the model path. It will just reset in the archive. So you can reuse stuff from the archive. I didn't know you could do that. I just decided I was going to go for it, and it worked. Alright, so now we're going to cut back to the other TARDIS. Alright, now that we're back inside the Duskin Mods version of the TARDIS, you guys can see that I still have the Ukrainian and American flag as one because of the events still going on. But yeah, custom walls. Even these are custom textures that are made specifically for it. Now, the wall is an internal asset just like on the PlayStation 1, but the texture underneath it is a unique texture, and in fact glows if you turn off the wall. So they glow. It does that throughout the entire TARDIS. You cannot have this on PlayStation, unfortunately. Even this glowing is an external asset. They have the pool. That still works. But as far as, it's got a restroom, I'll probably add one into the other TARDIS as well. It doesn't make sense for it to not have a restroom. But yeah, even this console room, I'm still working on stuff. I'm going to see about tethering this one to the inside as well so that you don't have to go through that loading screen. Now this console room is just like, how many roundels can you stick in one room? That was the only reason why I built this. But even this TARDIS still has inaccessible doors to make it seem bigger than it actually is. Which, I mean, to be fair, The only reason I do that is because this TARDIS is already massive enough without me doing that, but the TARDIS is infinite. It's as big as it can be. It's the biggest ship in the universe. So of course it's gonna be infinite, but you gotta do not open. Yeah. Only the OG members know what's inside that room, and it's hilarious. And it is a room, it's not a hallway. Get rid of my radiation. I'm gonna move the reactor somewhere else, but yeah, this is the other console room, which is a work in progress. Somebody was asking about this. But, oh yeah, this wall reminds me, I did have another custom console room made. But, I haven't been able to set it up yet. So if you actually exit this, it'll actually take you to the front. So the doors are already linked. I just need to make sure that only one of them can be entered at a time. You can exit all of them, but I need to swap where the entrance is. Like, if you enter from the outside, that's the only problem. You can exit every single exterior door, and it will take you to the exterior. The problem is once I start swapping everything around, it starts crashing the game. But as soon as you go back into the TARDIS, it's going to take you back to the original console room. And if I disable this door, it doesn't change anything. It just doesn't. Oh, yep.
Bingo.
I don't know what happened in there, but it changed some stuff. Back here, everybody remembers this from the from one of my most recent videos. This is also in the TARDIS. This is the back rooms. We're not gonna go in the back rooms because I don't feel like getting lost at the moment, and I've changed some things. I'm not gonna make a video on it. It's gonna go on and on about the back rooms. I have my own videos on the back rooms version of the TARDIS. I'm gonna have different levels and stuff and all that good stuff. TARDIS security is still offline. You still got these things, the primer lever and the system control. If you turn off system control, the TARDIS is unable to be flying. And then if we turn it back on, the TARDIS can be flown again. Now, I'm not going to put it into flight mode because apparently that sound is copyrighted. I don't know why. We still got the models and stuff. This one, the one that we're currently using, this one, and this one. This one has no collision, which is the only reason why I'm not using this one. It has no collision. Doesn't work. Clean blue suit and stuff. I am working on a doctor's outfit, but like I said, it's got collision problems where like everything keeps trying to clip through the legs. It's irritating. Making clothes is a pain in the ass.
Nice.
Another thing that you can find inside the TARDIS is Duskin's flight suit and Duskin's notebook, which is featured inside the waiting screen, the main menu screen. I have made changes to Duskin's flight suit. I've made the duct tape more noticeable, holding it together. It's got stitch marks too, and I've made it dirtier. It's got an age to it. So it's got a more prominent design now. If anybody wants it more worn, I'm not going to make it cleaner because making it cleaner doesn't make any sense. Duskin has been exploring the outside world, and that world was dirty, so it makes sense that the suit is in horrible condition after a while. And the lore is that he died, so he died while investigating. models and stuff. Yeah, basically this TARDIS was filled to the brim with Easter eggs and stuff. A lot of them need scripts to do. You guys got the power armor suit. I'll probably put one inside the other TARDIS mod. You guys got the system control room, the TARDIS mainframe. A lot of radiation over there. Parts of the TARDIS poking in through this. Get rid of our radiation. A shooting range. And the reason why my companion didn't follow me is because the companion collision stops here for a reason. I don't want them going near the radiation. Restart core, nothing happens. The reason for that is because the scripts for that will also crash the game. So, but there was a whole thing where, like, in order to start the TARDIS into flight mode, you'd have to basically track something on all three of these terminals, which have all system controls to them, and all these lights would turn green when the TARDIS is able to fly, but the script for it was so complicated that it just crashes the game. Yeah, that's basically the differences between both TARDISes. The only really final difference is the fact that there is another TARDIS in here that has the white clamshell design.
Yes.
If you go into it, it's another bog standard TARDIS under repair. It's basically been shut down. As you can see, it's got a different console design, inaccessible. A lot of locked doors because this thing was in shutdown mode.
That's it.
Completely different, yep, completely different design from the other TARDISes. Which is, you know, every single time. The console room is mostly the same, except it has no doors over here. So this is a similar TARDIS layout. But as you can see, it's got no doors over here. It's only got the one door over here, which is just like that, but it's dropped down with the other TARDIS. So as you guys can see, like I said, it's got a similar layout, but it's actually different. Alright, if you guys like this video, this has been Duskin Mods, showing off the differences between the PlayStation and the Xbox and PC TARDIS, because PlayStation doesn't allow internal assets. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe for more. I will be making more content as I expand upon the PlayStation TARDIS and update the other TARDIS as well. That's basically all I've got for this video. Peace out.